Persistence, 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 and dedication, but mainly persistence and consistency. That's the name of the game. I believe that is truly the reason why I have not achieved what I believe I could have achieved several years ago. And I believe it's the thing that's stopping a lot of people from achieving their goals and dreams today. So let me take you back to 2017. It's my Actually, let me take you back to 2018. 2017 to 2018. So I'm a junior in high school. I'm running track and field, or athletics for those that are in Europe, I suppose. I'm in great shape, better than ever, top of my game. All the years I put in all the time I put in the previous years, all the hard, sweaty days, all the muscle aches, all the cramps, all the nausea led up to quite an incredible year. I went to the Penn Relays. For all my track people who know about Penn Relays, one of the top track meets, one of the premier track meets you could go to. I got third at the Penn Relays. I was the top ranking American at the Penn Relays, jumped over 24 feet, got the gold watch. Following a few months later, during the summer, I went to the USATF Junior Outdoor Championships, placed fifth there. I was one of three high schoolers competing against college freshmen. I got fifth. Everyone above me was a college freshman. If I had placed second or first, I would have gotten a ticket to Tampere, Finland, I believe, was the place where the international meet was going to be held. And then the same weekend, I went to New Balance Outdoor Nationals and placed fifth there as well and became an All-American. And for that year, I became an All-American overall in track and field news, and I became All-Metro athlete for the boys division for that year. And it finally clicked for me. Like, I've been doing YouTube since 2014, and I never surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark. I had a channel that I unfortunately deleted that had over 400 subscribers. I had one video that had over, I think I want to say 30K views. I'm not sure. It was definitely in the tens of thousands, few thousands. I've had minor success on Twitch streaming. I remember summer of 2019, I streamed consistently all throughout that summer into the pandemic, so on and so forth, even into 2021 a little bit. And I went from 0 to 700 followers, and probably would continue growing if I was consistent. But the one thing that kept stopping me was myself. And what I mean by that is all the creeping thoughts of self-doubt started to come in. I would delete stuff. Like I said before, I deleted that other YouTube channel that I had. All these constant ideas swirling, trying to be a perfectionist, trying to do this and that, thinking I could do something better, when all I had to do was just keep going with the process. And yesterday, actually, today's June 1st, 10:27 p.m. right now as of recording. Yesterday, May 31st, I was really, and this is not uncommon, I've been at home since I graduated high school. I went to college for one semester, didn't really like it, came back, was trying a whole bunch of different things, and whatever. Y'all don't really care about that, but I really think I would have been at the 1,000 sub mark, maybe tens of thousands if I kept with it. Probably few thousand followers on Twitch if I just stayed consistent. Like if I didn't delete all my videos, if I kept everything, my whole entire back catalog, even from middle school, I deleted my videos from middle school. If I kept my entire back catalog of videos, I truly think I would have been successful. But I shot myself in the foot. And it now fully makes sense to me, because how am I able to build a successful channel or garner a fan base, quote unquote, when I'm deleting content, like when there's no content for people to consume, like it doesn't make any sense. And I want this video to be really sort of a promise to myself that I will achieve what I've always wanted to achieve since I was 13, 14 years old. That is to build a successful YouTube channel, but also a successful brand. I've always wanted to be a business person. I've always had that sort of acumen. I mean, I literally mined Bitcoin when it was like under $1,000 back in like 2013 or something like that. Like I literally used like the apps where you would download the apps, get points for them, and then redeem them from Amazon gift cards. And I would use the Amazon gift cards to buy the mining hardware to mine Bitcoin. And I have the knowledge, obviously. I know I have the knowledge. The hardest part for me, and I always thought, oh, I'm mentally tough. I can do this, I can do that. But whenever adversity hits, I cower away, to be honest. I'm being brutally honest. I cower away. When I don't see the results, I think I'm doing something wrong. But I was looking at it completely wrong. Like, sure, maybe my content wasn't the best, or maybe there's some things I could have done better, but you see a plethora of content out there where people just do the dumbest things, or it's not the most high quality stuff, and they get thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of views. Why can't that be me? It can be. It could be you too if you aspire to do this as well. But you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing even when you think nothing's going to happen. Every single success story you hear, people keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And at that last moment where they're about to give up, do they cower away or do they push through? And I really think for me, if I would have just pushed through a little bit harder, if I would have just kept going, I think I would have made it. Now, what I'm going to do differently is keep my content up and just keep pushing. I mean, that's really all I can do. I mean, for so long, I've given up on streaming. I've given up on the YouTube. I'm like, maybe this isn't a part of my purpose. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this, and let me focus on something else. When really it's just putting in the time and the hours and just continuing to move forward. Like I honestly feel like there have been so many moments where if I had chosen the opposite of what I did, I would have been successful and I would have garnered growth. I would have achieved the growth that I would have liked for my channel and whatever I was doing, and my channels and all my other social media platforms. But I just gave up. I just stopped. And for me, when I'm a person where I don't really sit in the middle. I'm on one of the two sides of the spectrum, of the extremes sides of the spectrum. I'm extreme when it comes to being on the spectrum. I'm either very hot or very cold. And I just got to keep striking that iron. I got to stay hot. And if I could encourage anybody, it would be, if you really want it, go for it. You can make a way. It will be hard, but it does get easier. And I think for me, knowing all this, I can go forward and use this knowledge to my advantage. And I will certainly do that. And I would like this channel to be sort of a testament or a testimony when I do make it to the other side, because I do believe I will, because this time I'm not going to give up. This time I'm not going to delete my content. This time I will push through and I will make it. That's a promise I'm making to myself right now as I'm recording at 10:33 p.m. And that's really it. I didn't think I was going to make it to 10 minutes on this video. Time kind of flies fast, I guess, but just don't give up. There's no reason to give up unless you're not passionate about what you're doing. I think for me, I lost the passion because I was so focused on what I could see when I wasn't really forward thinking as much at the time. Now that I've had a plethora of experiences since middle school, or even since after graduating high school in 2019, shoot, it's been 5 years. I've been basically almost stuck in the same place, kind of, with a few exceptions. I've definitely changed as a person. I've definitely experienced different things, but just the consistency, that's my weakness, is consistency. It really depends, because I've proven to myself that I can be consistent if I really want to be. It's just a matter of actually doing it. We talk all the time. People talk all the time about doing this, doing that, certain tips. You just got to do it at the end of the day. And I hope that this could be encouraging to anybody watching this. And it's definitely encouraging to me. And certainly sobering in a sense. And I hope somebody could learn from me as well, certainly. But persistence, consistency, and dedication. But when all else fails, just if you continue doing the same thing, eventually something's got to give. So the question is, am I going to be persistent? Am I going to be disciplined when my motivation runs out? Am I going to be disciplined when I don't feel like it? I guess only time will tell.